Morning gang, how are we doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I actually wanted to do a bit of a product spotlight. So I don't do this often enough, and there are so many wonderful products with Herbalife, but when we start our journey, we're usually introduced to the basics, which is the Formula One, the PDM, the thermogenic tea and the aloe. Start your day how you mean to go on. I do believe change your breakfast, change your life. However, when my clients have got results and they then want to upgrade their products and introduce a new product, it's usually this one here, the oat apple fibre, that I advise them to get to add to their product list. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can have this, and I'll tell you why this is an absolute game changer. If you've got aloe already, the aloe mango, you can use the oat apple fibre with the aloe and have it as a very cold drink with some ice. Now, the oat apple fibre can taste powdery, but when it's partnered with the aloe mango and some crushed ice and shaken well, it tastes unbelievable. It's like mangoes and apples in a cold drink. And what we call this bad boy is the fat flusher. Now, if you know you've got, we call it a cheat meal. I hate to call it that, but if you know you've got a meal due with friends, say a takeaway full of saturated fats, a nice Chinese, good example, then what you can do is you can actually have this before you go, and it lines your stomach. It leaves like a powdery film on your stomach lining. So when you have those saturated fats, it mounds them all together and pushes them through your body. Not in a disgusting way, but obviously in the morning you do feel a lot more satisfied, and it gets rid of all those saturated fats that we don't want to be clogged up in our body. The other way that we can have this is partnered with the PDM, the protein drink mix. If you have this and the PDM, whiz it with some cold water and then top up with hot water. We call that one the belly buster. Now, the belly buster is really popular amongst the lap group, so you'll see that posted quite a lot. It's very good for preventing you from having late night snacking. It's a top up fibre. Most of us are deficient in fibre, where the average adult in the UK has between sort of 14 to 18 grams, I believe, where actually we should be having between 25 and 30 grams of fibre. Because we're having so many processed foods, everything's lacking. Our vegetables don't contain the nutrients that they used to, and so we're not getting the fibres that we used to from our veggies. And so having a supplement to replace that is brilliant. Each scoop of this is 5 grams of fibre. I tend to have 2 in my belly buster, and I also top up with the PDM. So this is 7.5 grams of protein. So it's making me feel fuller for longer. I'm going to top off my protein, so feeding those muscles as we want through the day, stopping me feeling hungry at night. And it's like a little nightcap, like a Horlicks almost. Creamy apples, fantastic.